Overwatch 2 is the single most disappointing game I've ever played in recent memory, and this comes from someone who synced hours and hours of their time playing the original and being a vivid supporter of it despite its piss-poor management. I would call it a disappointment, but for something to be a disappointment, you first have to have certain expectations placed on it, and I most definitely not have any for Overwatch 2. Okay, so before I get into the video, I just want to say that in this video, I will not be talking about the story mode and the co-op aspects of this game because, well, they simply don't exist yet. I did say later on in the video that I will come back in the future to Overwatch 2 and, make a video about it. I will probably do that when, the story mode comes out or after that. Probably after that. But yes, I just don't want to talk about something that isn't out yet, but I do have hopes for this game mode if they can make the AI actually interesting this time around and, actually meaningful, make the ability system and the skill tree system actually meaningful and fun to use. I think you can make something that is genuinely worth your money. So, yeah, overall, I will be talking about that sometimes in the future, but for now, I'm only sticking to what we have right now in the moment. With that said, let's go on with the video. It's no real surprise, really. You guys remember Blizzard, this big-ass company that made all these well-beloved titles, some of the most popular games ever? Chances are, if you saw Blizzard's logo on something, you were most likely guaranteed to see something great, but that hasn't been the case for about 10 years now when Activision, this garbage corporation, acquired Blizzard. Activision Blizzard is a fucking embarrassment. They have continuously shown us failure over and over again, and so when Overwatch dropped in 2016, there was a slimmer of hope inside of me that said, holy shit, maybe we were wrong. Maybe, just maybe, there might be people at Blizzard that genuinely still create stuff out of passion for their work. Holy shit, I loved Overwatch. Man, I remember I picked it up when it dropped solely because of its art style. It was so pretty and everything looked so clean to me. No matter how much shit was happening on the screen, it never felt confusing and it was a magical experience. I remember playing it for years on end, hours and hours of my everyday life being spent on Overwatch. I was passionate about this game. I still am. It was such a bliss playing this game. Coming from school and living out my miserable life at the time and just playing Overwatch to put my thoughts aside, man, those hours of playing was the shit. I can't even describe how many times Overwatch just straight up cheered me up and made me feel better. It was such a fantastic game and such a refreshing take on an already established genre. It felt like something special. Every time there was a new event, I would just jump from joy. They all seemed like such nice additions to the game. They made me look forward to certain months of the year, and holy fuck, I love this game. But even if there were passionate people at Blizzard who genuinely strived for greatness, their little passion project was so poorly managed and handled that it's genuinely soul-crushing. The balancing issues this game had were laughable at. Remember when Brigade dropped and destroyed Overwatch altogether? Blizzard kept releasing all these heroes that were either underwhelming or heroes that made other heroes just unnecessary because of how borderline broken they were. They failed to balance heroes and make a meta that was consistent but also fun to play in with any role. They couldn't design whether they should go for a casual or competitive game. Hell, they went for the latter and artificially pushed the game as an esport, which almost never works with any game. The game modes got old quick, there was virtually almost no new content added to the game, the events were constantly recycled and the update schedule of this game was embarrassingly bad. The community was so fucking horrifyingly toxic and Blizzard did virtually nothing against that. And on top of all that, this company's public image was horrible. Something I find funny is that Blizzard keeps suing NSFW creators even though there were multiple reports of sexual harassment inside of Blizzard itself. It's it's kind of funny, not gonna lie. That hurt. It hurts seeing one of your favorite games die right in front of your eyes. So when they announced Overwatch 2, I was yet again hopeful. Hopeful that maybe, just maybe, with this chance at redemption, Activision Blizzard can make something magical and revive this game once again. So now, after all the endless delays and stuff, let's see what Overwatch 2 is all about. Huh. Seems like they removed the game altogether. Huh. This gotta be the first watch type game where you watch the game and you don't actually play it. I think that's cool and innovative. Such a brave move from Blizzard. Oh, never mind. There's more. And It's Overwatch 1 without the loot boxes in a shitty battle pass system. Alright. Good job, Blizzard. You did it again, you fucking sickos. Fine. Guess I'll talk about it. Overwatch 2 is a much-needed upgrade to the game. First off, many heroes got reworked, and I love most of the changes. One I do not like is that Sigma can once again just one-shot 2 healthy targets, and that's not very nice, but that aside, I do think these changes were mostly good. But yeah, first off, 5 players, so, you know, pretty good. Now I don't have to deal with one more artificially generated person on my team. There's only 1 tank per match, and holy shit, I love this change. Also, the shield meta seems to have died out, considering how rarely anyone has a shield now, and holy shit, that's actually so good. So many characters have gotten better and just so much more fun to play because of that. Heroes like Hanzo, Widowmaker, Ashe, Soldier76, man, they are infinitely more fun to play now. There are 3 new heroes, and holy shit, they are so fun and great, all 3 of them. Kiriko is this really interesting support. I feel as if she has such a high skill cap, but it's such a good hero to learn, and I can see her being really picked in pro play. Also, her kunais are really fun to use and can do massive damage with headshots, and I do think that's pretty fun. Sojourn is one of my new favorites. Such a fun character to play, but that might just be because of my love for railguns. Who knows? And Draco Queen is a fun tank. Well, has some pretty interesting abilities, but she's pretty fun, I gotta say, even though I do not like her ult as much. I do think Overwatch 2 improved a lot of things, but ultimately, it's underwhelming. This battle pass just ain't it for me. I don't think it's worth the buy like this. You know, I always buy Fortnite battle pass because they give me rewards that players actually want to see. They also give you V-Bucks, and that's the main reason I buy it. It's sustainable. If you buy one battle pass for real money, you might never have to buy another one. You'll earn enough V-Bucks to get the next one if you play the game enough, which gives me the incentive to play. But the way Overwatch Battle Pass works, I just don't like it. Maybe that's just me, but Overwatch has too many different types of cosmetics already because it was designed for a loot box system, and I just don't think something like a Battle Pass could work well. I do understand why they went for this model considering the game is free to play, but yeah, I'm not too into it. But I'm not so against it as I am with the old skins and credits. Old legendary skins will now cost you around $17. Really? 17? For one legendary skin? That's embarrassing, especially considering the fact you could get all of them for free if you grind enough before. The prices are wild, really, which is why I think the Battle Pass should reward players with credits. Also, this game's launch was hell. Good luck trying to get into the game, and when you do, good luck trying to find a match. And even if you manage to do that, good luck playing it till the end without disconnecting. The servers were horrible, and ultimately, they still are. At least make them functional at launch, Blizzard. But ultimately, it's underwhelming at the state that it's in now because it doesn't feel like something new. It doesn't feel like it's worthy to hold the title of a sequel when it's ultimately just a huge patch for the game. A lot of the changes could be resolved with a big seasonal patch for the original, but at this point Overwatch 1 has been so gunned down to the ground that Blizzard had no other option but this. But it's still underwhelming. It feels like Overwatch 1.2, not Overwatch 2. And no matter how many times you release the game or reboot it in this way, nothing will change unless Activision Blizzard changes their approach to managing the game itself, and I highly doubt that will happen, especially now that Xbox bought Activision Blizzard. This game won't ever strive again if the stuff that killed the original still persists with this one. We need those balance changes. We need a regular update schedule with actually good and meaningful updates. We need new and refreshing events, at least not recycled ones. We need these changes, Blizzard. We want them. We've been wanting them for years, and it ultimately led up to this. I will continue to play this game because I'm passionate for it. I want to foolishly believe in Blizzard, and I want to believe that this game will turn to something magical once again. I want to believe that Activision Blizzard will improve. I want to see this game strive. I want to believe in this game. To think, well, it just launched. I give it some time, and I will. And then I will come back in the future and make a new video on it. But the way things are, it feels as if my hope will ultimately turn out to be false, and I don't want to see one of my favorite games die in front of me for the second time. So please, Blizzard, make it live. So after all the ranting I've gone through, all the complaining I've done up until now, what are my closing thoughts? How does one even rate this game? What do I expect? What should I expect? Well, yeah, it has this really cute robot that pushes a barricade as a game mode. So yeah, I think I'll give this game a 7 out of 9 on the Richter scale.